So we have a Lenovo P340 small form factor, and I fit a full-size RTX 5060 Ti 16 gig in this. I can't believe it was done. It seemed impossible, but it absolutely is possible. So I'll walk you through a couple things that I did. You'll have to excuse my kiddo in the background. He is making plenty of noise, but let's kick it off. So the first thing I did, the CPU cooler, as you know with these, it is a blower style, so it gets blown out that way. But this thing was thermal throttling so much, and with the blower style, this would not fit in here at all. So what I had to do is the heat sink on the bottom here, don't know if you could see, but I actually had to cut the heat sink a good amount. Well, I sanded it, but I sanded it down a good amount. And then there was a mount right here that sticked out for the fan, but I had to cut that off completely. So the fan is only mounted by 1, 2, and 3 mounts right there. So that's how the fan mounts on the heat sink. Had to trim down the heat sink and also the clearance for the power connector. Well, I mean clearance, I mean more like lack thereof. There is basically no clearance for the power connector. If you are curious, the power supply unit that I'm running is a 380 watt. I don't know if you could get by with the 310 watt, but this is the highest one spec'd out for this PC. It's 380 watt. And this one's great. I've done benchmarks and ran plenty of games. It is incredible. Okay. Also, I have this little panel on here that's magnetic. You can get these off of Amazon. I just custom formed it, and then you can just slap it on there, and that works quite well. How the card is mounted is actually just 2 bolts. So, excuse me, 2 screws, one right there and one right there. And how it's just fit in here, it does not really wiggle out this way or that way. I did build a bracket to hold it down on that railing there, but it just wasn't necessary in the end. Maybe I'll do that, but it just wasn't necessary. Obviously, this is the tray for like the hard drive or the compact disc, but I don't use either of those. I have two terabyte SSDs, but I did have to cut the tray in there to fit the card. So that's what I did. I'm trying to think of what else I did here. I mean, this unit was just, it's just been fantastic. I did have the 5060, just the normal low profile one in here, and that 8 gigabytes of VRAM was awful. It would not run the Nixus ports well at all. So anything from Spider-Man to Returnal to any of those games, it just really choked up. And Resident Evil 4, that's my favorite game. Those would just not run with that 8 gigabyte card. With the 16 gigabyte card, oh my goodness, just makes a world of difference. So, man, here's the thing. After doing all the modifications, all the time it took to do all this, honestly, I just could have used that time to like drive Uber and just buy like another PC that already, you know, had the room for the card. I mean, I guess this is a novelty and it's cool. And I know a lot of people on YouTube do like building up these small form factor computers. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I have a full shop and a good set of skills to do something like this, but if it's just like your normal person that doesn't do stuff like this all the time, I would not recommend doing this. Just the work required and the late nights. It was pretty tough to get it all to fit in there like I did, but what I'll do is I'll go ahead and put this panel on. Just give me a quick second. So this is what it looks like with the panel on. I mean, very sleek. It works out real well. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with the build and it looks great, but again, to your average Joe, I would not, I just would not recommend doing this. I would recommend just saving up and buying a PC that can actually fit the graphics card like it's supposed to. So cool novelty, but you know, I guess it's okay. I mean, the results are great, but just the work required, it was a lot.